Hello friends, Marcy here, and I would like to do a quick first impressions on the endless recorder, namely the Tomoe River paper, but this is a blank page, and the newest Regalia paper. It's listed here on a dotted grid. This is only a first impressions. I'm going to just lay down some ink, do a quick writing test, and then we'll come back at a later time after I've had different writing experiences with both to let you know any differences that I've noticed. But for today, let's look at the Tomoe River paper. Both come when I ordered them. They are available at retail outlets like Goulet Pens, but these actually came from Amazon. And when I ordered it, it came with this dust bag. Both of them came with the same dust bag in case you want protection when you carry your notebook. But let's start with the familiar Tomoe River paper. I just want to do a quick ink swatch and writing test with a dip pen, and then we'll do the same thing in the other book to see if we notice any immediate differences on the book. So as you see, it has the elastic closure, no pin loop. Oh, on the back it does say endless, and the front it just has a little insignia there with a line and some dots that's seen here. So this has a partial jacket that covers the outside with some basic information on the recorder and features. I'll hold that there for just a moment. It says it's made in India. The website is madebyendless.com if you'd like to order directly from them. It says the paper ensures zero bleed through and feathering as tested with most pens and inks. So, and this is our familiar Tomoe River paper. So here's the inside cover where you can personalize your information here. Okay, let's take a look. It does have a paper guide because this is the blank sheets. So you lay this underneath and it gives you the line guide, so you can just write as if you had a lined notebook paper. And on the back is graph. This only comes with one size, whereas if you order the everyday notebook from Galen Leather, they came with two sizes of the lines and two sizes of the grids on the guide paper, as well as their leather blotting sheet. So I was going to tuck this in the back, but let's take a quick look at the pocket here. It's an accordion pocket, as you can see, so you can tuck some items in the back like stickers or this little notebook that came. It says endless, thank you very much, with some information here. There is a sticker, ideas are endless, and you have a recorder ID where you can register your notebook by scanning the QR code or visiting your website. So that's very, very nice quality there. And in the back, I'm going to use kind of close to the back to do a quick swatch and writing test. And I'm noticing as I pick this up and have the shadow on the paper, this is perforated here. So the back pages are perforated. Let's see if they all are. No, only a select number of pages in the back are perforated. Oh, and the ribbon bookmark. There we go. There's a blue and a black. So there's two ribbon bookmarks. Yeah, I'm not sure where the perforation starts. I'm still finding them, but when I skip too far ahead, all right, the perforation starts here, and these are not numbered pages. They are blank. They're not numbered as you would have in the lectern or the bullet journal. The front is not marked for index. So real quick, let me move my ribbon. Out. All right, and on one of the back pages, we're just going to do a quick swatch. And when I'm swatching, I'm just going to use my silicone swab and some Waterman ink. Which is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous saturated color. Try to get some deeper pooling and then spread out some lighter areas. Seems to be drying fairly quickly. All right, I'm going to use the fine tip Aero Itsushi metal dip pen to write Waterman. Oops, another dip. And then I'm going to switch off to this is the J. Herbin glass. Dip nib, and it lays down more ink, more like a bold line. Okay, so we'll let this dry, and then we will get into the next book. All right, while we're finishing up the drying time on this, I'm going to bring over the next book and do the same thing. We will look inside. Again, remove the partial book jacket. And we have the same information recorded on the back. This one has the little pocketbook inside with your recorder ID for registration. Your stickers, ideas are endless. And it does not have the guide page because this one is a dotted book. It does have the accordion pocket in the back. And it has page numbers. So that's a plus. And in the beginning, as we can see here, record your personal information. And then you have a table of contents for page number name, similar to an index. So that's 2 pages of table of contents. And then we get into the dotted grid with page number 1. The full number of pages is numbered to 187. So I'm going to use page 187, which is also perforated. Okay, since this one has the numbers, let's look back and see how many perforated pages we actually have. Okay, somewhere in here, I have passed them up. All right, so the perforated pages start on 157, so it's about 30 pages there, or 15 sheets of the perforation. And in the back of the book, we're just going to do real quick on page 187, the same thing that we did in this book with the writing and swatch test. Again, using the Waterman Serenity Blue with the silicone swab. Get a dark pooling and then pull the ink out to a thinner representation of what we can have in an ink. And again, writing with the fine tip on a dip pen. I'll just write the one word Waterman. Let me try that again. I'm going to dry that off. See, my ink didn't stick on there. Okay. And with the bolder line of the J. Herbin glass dip nib, we'll spell out Serenity Blue. Wow. Looks like a bolder line here. Same pen, same ink, different paper. Again, this dotted paper is the Regalia. And the blank paper is the Tomoe River. So again, we're going to give some drying time, and then I'll lift so we can do a quick comparison of what we have here with our finished product. So I'm still waiting for this last bit of ink here on this square that I colored in to dry. You can see it's still wet if I move it into the light. The swatch is dried, and I see some red sheening here. Also in the lettering where it's thicker and it actually pulled. And again, the lettering on both of these pages was made with the same pens. We have the sheening here in this swatch. Not really here in this little scratchy puddle. But I do see some of the sheening in the lettering here. And both pens, or both samples, were made with, this was the fine tip on the name Waterman, and it is the Pilot Iro Utsushi with the metal nib. Then the bold line was made with the J. Urbon, watch me break it, the J. Urbon glass tip nib, which is a bolder line. So I tried to keep it as consistent as possible, the only variance being the paper, and we can see a difference. So I do need to look on the weight, the GSM of this and this, because I'm not sure of that, but I'll look it up and post it on the screen, because they did perform differently, and depending on your needs, uses, or wants, you may have to choose one over the other. So thank you for spending some of your precious moments with me. You have a blessed day. Bye-bye.